this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we have a really funky vegetable, something we tried very recently and we fell in love with. It's called spaghetti squash. I'm not sure if people in Russia have heard of it yet, but it's как тыквочка. There you go. Или патиссончик. So it's a squash, and you can always tell it's yellowy and it's always egg-shaped. And I got them at the farmer's market yesterday. So we're gonna make the most delicious spaghetti squash, and just so you know, doesn't really taste like spaghetti, but looks a lot alike, and it's just tasty, delicious, and healthy. Well, don't include all the butter, but it's very yummy. So let's begin with cleaning and getting the seeds out. Spaghetti squash is not a very easy vegetable to cut. I washed it first, just rinsed it out, and I took the biggest, heaviest knife I have, and I'm just gonna have to try and cut it and keep my fingers intact. You want to cut it lengthwise if you can. Okay, all right. This is not working. All right. Whew. Oh, not ideally half, but it is what it is, right? And another thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get all the seeds out. So I'm gonna just use a spoon and just get it out. Whoop. That's it. This is all you gotta do. I'm gonna do that with the second squash as well, and I'll come back to you and I'll show you what we're gonna do next, because I might need help cutting this one. The spaghetti squash is perfectly lined up. Thanks to Eric, he helped me to cut the other one. So usually for two of us, we just use one as a side dish. So we have company, so we're gonna have two. So I'm gonna put a little salt, about a pinch of salt, maybe about a teaspoon total for all of them. All right, about the same amount of pepper. And about the same amount, about a teaspoon of garlic powder. So this is the deal. This is the flavor I'm picking. It's gonna be garlic, butter, Parmesan. If you pick a different flavor, you don't have to put garlic on it. If you want to put sauce on it later when it's done, you might as well use a little bit of basil or oregano. And now I have my fancy olive oil with olive oil bottle. I'm gonna drizzle some olive oil on it. I would say total of tablespoons between all of them. I don't think you can get too much here. This will keep it moist. This will keep it tasty. All right, and now the last thing before we go in the oven, by the way, oven's at 350. We're gonna flip them over. Yes, you have to. This is what we're doing. We're flipping them over. We're gonna cook them to the point. We are gonna time them, because I only have time when I made one before. It took me about 40 minutes. So this is gonna be two. What we want is when I do this, it's just gonna give. It's gonna be so soft. It's like you're pushing like a piece of marmalade. It's just gonna give in. It's gonna be so soft. Let's see here right now. It's hard. All right. So oven, I'll time it how long it's gonna take for all this deliciousness, and I'll see you then. And then we're gonna do the scraping. The spaghetti squash took about 40 minutes. Again, I guess 350, 40 minutes, no matter how many you have. But this is what I can do to it. And it gives. See how it gives? I'm gonna show you again. Very soft. So it's super hot still. We're gonna turn it over and look at this beauty. Look at that. Look at that. And it smells so good. You smell the garlic. So all you need is a fork and not burn your hand, and just shred it. You see how easy that is? It just comes right off. And you just shred all around. That's it. That's all you need. So I'm going to flip and shred all of them, and then when I can finally get a better hold of them, I will dump them in this bowl, and I'll come back to you, and we're gonna season and butter those noodles. So this is how much we got from two squashes, spaghetti squashes, and by the way, they're quite small, so you might get a bigger one. So we're gonna start with a tablespoon of butter. Just plop it in there. And also Remember my favorite bakery, Picada, at the market? Well, they also have this most delicious flavored butter. So this one is Chardonnay with chives. So I'm gonna put about half a tablespoon of that too, just for a little flavor. It can't hurt it. A little bit more dry garlic. You can use roasted garlic or fresh garlic. It's up to you. It'll get soft in there and juicy. Just mix it all in. It smells delicious. So see, it looks like a noodle. It has a strainy texture, but it doesn't taste like it. It just tastes like the most delicious vegetable you've ever had. Now I also have some Parmesan here. About a 1/4 cup to a 1/3 cup, to your flavor, to your taste, depending how you like it. Taste it, see if you need more salt. You can, instead of salt, also use just Parmesan cheese. It's all up to you. Oh, that butter, that chive butter smells amazing. Oh yeah, okay. Butter's almost melted. A little bit more cheese. Can't have too much cheese. So this is the deal. You can put sauce in it. You can put tomato sauce. You can put meat sauce. You probably can, I don't know what else you can put in it. White sauce, Alfredo sauce. Put meatballs on it. Put chicken. Put shrimp. Put anything you like. But this is what I made. All right, I think it's taste test time. A little more Parmesan because I like it. Look at that. I'm trying it. It's gonna be hot. Mmm. So good. There's a little bit of a crunch, but it's a vegetable. It's not real pasta. But it's creamy from the butter. It has this wonderful flavor of spaghetti squash. I mean, the squash itself. And then it has a cheesiness and saltiness of a cheese, and you can hint a little bit of a garlic in the back. And of course, the most delicious butter I put in there. I have a little hint of chives in it as well. This is delicious. This is one of the best, healthiest, depending on how much butter you put inside. I'm Zhenya. This is Zhenya's Kitchen, and this is my take on spaghetti squash.